Failure is an interesting concept. It's something that we all experience at some point in our lives, yet it's something that we often try to avoid or hide. Failure can be painful, humiliating, and it can make us feel like we're not good enough. But what if I told you that failure is not a bad thing? In fact, failure can be the key to success. The truth is, we learn more from our failures than we do from our successes. When we fail, we are forced to reevaluate our approach, our strategy, and our goals. We are forced to learn from our mistakes and to figure out what went wrong. And in doing so, we become better, stronger, and more resilient. So why are we so afraid of failure? Why do we avoid taking risks or trying new things? Because we're scared of failing. I believe it's because we've been conditioned to believe that failure is a bad thing. We've been taught to associate failure with weakness, incompetence, and disappointment. But what if we flipped the script and looked at failure as an opportunity? What if we saw failure as a chance to learn, to grow, and to improve? What if we used failure as a tool to help us reach our goals and achieve success? When you think about it, some of the most successful people in history have failed before they succeeded. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lack of imagination. These people didn't let their failures define them or hold them back. They used their failures as motivation to keep going, to keep trying, and to keep pushing forward. So what can we learn from these successful people and their failures? We can learn that failure is not the end of the road, but rather a detour on the path to success. We can learn that failure is not a reflection of our worth or our ability, but rather an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. And we can learn that failure is not something to be afraid of, but rather something to embrace and use as a tool to help us reach our goals. I want you to think about a time when you failed. It could be something big or something small. But think about how you felt in that moment. Maybe you felt embarrassed or ashamed. Maybe you felt angry or disappointed. But now, I want you to think about what you learned from that failure. Did you learn a new skill? Did you gain a new perspective? Did you discover a new passion? Whatever it was, I want you to hold onto that and use it as motivation to keep going. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. Failure is a natural part of the learning process, and it's something that we all experience. But the most important thing is how we respond to failure. We can either let it defeat us, or we can use it to fuel our drive and determination. The choice is ours. I want to leave you with a few key takeaways that I hope will inspire and motivate you to embrace failure. Failure is not the end of the road, but rather a detour on the path to success. Failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Failure is not a reflection of our worth or our ability. Failure is something to embrace and use as a tool to help us reach our goals.